Alrighty, folks. What is the point of playing a game like Magic the Gathering if you're not going to play something sweet that is fun? So this is a Jiggy Wiggy classic. This is Jiggy Wiggy's Turbo Wish Karn pile. So what are we doing here? Well, we're using the mana engine well-known of Kinnan, Springleaf Drum, Mox Amber, and Gilded Goose. As well as Lotus Cobra, teaming up with Wrenn and Six to consistently produce us plenty of mana, Uro to give us extra land drops, Omnath to give us even more mana, and Emery to fuel escaping Uros. We're using Karn, the Great Creator, to get other win conditions and silver bullets during game 1s, 2s, and 3s, and Fae of Wishes to do a similar thing. Fae of Wishes is an adventure creature, so it's got a granted half that you can cast, which says you may reveal a non-creature card you own from outside the game and put it in your hand. So we can grab things that Karn cannot grab, like Fall of the Thran, Force of Negation, and Ashiok, but we can also still grab things like Engineered Explosives, Sky Sovereign, Trinisphere, Liquimetal Coating, Damping Sphere, Pithing Needle, Ensnaring Bridge, Tormod's Crypt, and Darksteel Citadel. So we've got Gigantha as our companion. Not too much more to say about this. This is a super powerful play to the board mid-range deck with overwhelming amounts of mana that's just trying to hit your opponent with a sledgehammer of value and see if they still are moving afterwards. So let's see if we can do that a couple times in this next league. Nothing like a floral, wonderful Earl Grey martini to carry you into league number 2. You have an updated turns pile. What is your turns? Oh God, did I do the whole thing with the wrong screen up? Well, we'll have to do it in between games and then splice it. All right, we got game number 1 here. Opponent mulls to 6. Opponent is on a Lurrus deck. Can I keep this hand in the dark? Feels close. Obviously, this is not the kind of explosive start we want, but with our opponent mulliganing, I'm going to keep this and see if we can get away with it. Because there's a potential chance that they're going to have a bunch of discard spells if they're playing the black-red prowess deck at all. Which is not normally a Lurrus deck nowadays. Lurrus right now usually means Bogles or maybe Death Shadow. So feel like it could beat Burn or the black-red version. Yeah, that's why I'm keeping this hand. Because I feel like if they're on Burn or black-red something, we can get away with it like this. And it does look as though it's Burn or something similar, so we have a bunch of looks at turn 3 Omnath. Sure. I guess technically that's true. So we're going to Bauble. Get this out under the Eidolon. We're going to Bauble ourselves, see if we can't improve the odds of drawing something good. Mishra's Bauble. Not interested in that one. And unfortunately, we have Raugrin Triome. What up, Cube BC? You're a new viewer. Well, I'm happy to have you here, new viewer. Came from YouTube. I saw your Dice Factory video. Well, I'm glad you liked it. Hopefully we can live up to the expectations of your Dice Factory, of my Dice Factory video. The expectations you gained from said Dice Factory video. If you are on the hunt for modern MTG content, I am consistently-ish producing some amount of it. Don't worry, the expectations are impossibly low. Yeah. I just want to be a voice of positivity and general acceptability here. The bar is so low, you could tunnel over it. Cheers to that. Yes, the YouTube populace of streaming Magic the Gathering players is nothing if professional. And only to say they're definitely not professional. But that's okay. We're crowdsourced. We're what was it? Grassroots. We're locally grown. Lavadart. What? Why the hell are you playing this now? Like, serious question. Do you really think getting the extra 2 damage in right now is really what you want to be doing?
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Oh, I'm not talking to you, Siri. Come on now. So I'm not even going to bother playing Kinnan onto this board right here. I love that they had the turn 2 Thoughtseize to give us hope. The only reason I can imagine that they played the Lavadart last turn is that they needed to do that for the mana efficiency so that they could kill us this turn. I mean, the other option is they're just going to grab their Lurrus here. Is that what's happening? Yeah, but, like, I'm not going to kill your Swift Spear anytime soon, so, like, go ahead. And you don't have a Bauble, so no biggie. Okay, I mean, sure. I'm gonna play this Mox Amber now and go get my Gigantha, and if they don't kill my Kinnan, I'll have a 5/5 to beat their 3/2 lifelink next turn. And I guess that's not bad. So let's go fetch our 1 island. We've drawn triple Scalding Tarn and the 1 Misty Rainforest earlier, so unfortunately these can't get basic lands right now because life is just and fair. You know what? Life is just and fair. My opponent probably doesn't have anything as fabulous as an Earl Grey Martini to sip on, so you know what? Save us, Daddy. Uro is right. We gotta rip an Uro, and that'll be all she wrote. Probably not, but it'll be a huge help. Times like these are why I kind of like 4 Uro. Yeah, and 4 Emery though. You cut it to 3 Emerys. You're the reason we're losing, Jiggy. You cut it to 3 Emerys. If I had an Emery, I would have milled an Uro by now. In other words, yeah. So, Lavadart, flashback Lavadart, hit me for 3? Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. Jeez. That's a little aggressive, don't you think? And then they're gonna go get a mountain and play their Lurrus. Ben Jones cut it. I just copied because I was curious. I'm curious, what card did you add to get 61 cards that he wasn't playing? Because I assume Ben Jones would not dignify playing 61 cards as most people who aren't you wouldn't. And you're the perfect kind of human being to say about this because you are, in fact, a scientist. And you're like the exact right person to be like, well, statistically it doesn't matter, but then statistically it does. Like, I feel like that's the exact answer you get on like 61 cards and why you would or wouldn't play them. Oh, that's okay. Well, and remember, these cannot get a basic land. It is not possible. So we're just gonna die. Dismember. They have main deck Dismember. So even if we play a Jigantha and we had the dream that we would get to block them and stymie them with it, no. Because they got to Dismember. That said, if we rip an Uro, maybe? Because we will get to cast it. I think? No, we'll have to die? Yeah. It's close. I think if we die, if we draw an Uro, we'll get to cast it. And then they could play Dismember and flashback Levitar. Rip an Omnath. Yeah, that's an idea. Because then we get to gain 4 life. Yeah, that's not bad. Play fetch first if you do. No, that's not how you do that. No. Oh, but it doesn't matter how you do that because Omnath has a trigger attached to him. No, it doesn't matter. So if I play Omnath, Omnath's draw trigger goes on the stack, they kill it in response. If I play the fetch land first, I play the Omnath, the draw trigger goes on the stack, then I have to pass priority, they can Dismember it. Or if I play the land, they can Dismember it and well, no, they just kill it with the draw trigger on the stack. And then if you fetch in response. But what if they just let me draw the card? Like, do I have to sit on the fetch? I guess I do. This can get a forest. Okay. I guess I can play Kinnan and Jigantha this turn. But I should fetch first. No, it doesn't matter. What up, Cave Dan? Welcome, welcome. If you want to learn how to make an Earl Grey martini, hit me up, buddy. It's worth it. Especially in these times. Gotta lock in the 4 life, and you know they will kill your boy. That's true. Well, the boy that they're gonna kill right now is either... That is the Cave Dan. Yeah. He is a occasional appearance. You must know. I should create a command for it, honestly. Oh, I'm sure Cave Dan does. He's brilliant. That's you? Please brick opponent. Well, they have the Dismember for one of my creatures, so Jigantha is not long for this world. Yeah, we definitely flooded unbelievably. I think we drew... What did we draw? 2 relevant spells, and everything else was Mishra's Baubles? Hold on. All right, we need to create a command for Earl Grey Martini. This is just as important as the game I'm playing. Oh, they have more removal spells? Good lord. They have a second Dismember? Brutal. All right, it's fine. Let's go to sideboarding. We didn't really play a game there, so. All right, there you go, Cave Dan. It's so easy, even I could make it. Although you do need a shaker tin. Oh, that is such a bad hand. All right, this time we're not going to keep it. We're just going to get Thought Seized into Oblivion. Okay, this hand is like almost perfect, except for the part where we don't have a fetch land, but Mishra's Bauble help. I don't drink alcohol, so I'll stick with the London Fog variant. Oh yeah, I mean, London Fogs are great if you're interested in something that's a little more, you know. And I do have I just finished 4 weeks of not drinking. So and during that time I was able to do a lot of great experimentation, making syrups and sodas and also all manner of wonderful non-alcoholic beverages, milkshakes in the classic style, where it's literally like shaken milk, which is kind of neat. Didn't know that the word milkshake was derived from literal shaken milk. I can't play this Wrenn and Six anyway. The classic style is the one that brings all the boys to the yard, right? If they like the sound of 2 walnuts worth of... No, 1 walnut? The measurement they use in the cocktail book / soda book that I read was like... It was like a walnut-sized chunk of ice, which I just thought was like so wonderfully like local. Like whoever wrote that clearly like lived in one specific place in America, because like I feel like walnuts can wildly vary in size, and then there's also probably places that don't have them. Hawaii, well known for its walnuts, I'm sure. All right, well... Definitely looks like we're in a little bit of trouble here against one of the best decks in Modern. Although, if we were going to draw a card that was at all going to help us, that'd be the one. So if I want to make 1 or 2 of these and don't want to infuse a whole bottle of gin, so just you can quarter the recipe pretty easily. So you just use 1 tablespoon of gin and about 6 ounces, and that's enough to make 4 of them. Which once you've tried 1, you'll be fine. So that was the initial batch that I did, was about 6 ounces of gin with 1 tablespoon of tea, and it worked fine. If you're like worried about the tea to gin ratio, it's fine. Most of the experiments I'm doing right now are in like very small quantities. Like I've been able to infuse peanut butter into 2 ounces of vodka, and it works as if I'm infusing the proportional amount of peanut butter into like a liter of vodka. So feed the swarm. Yeah, I guess. Destroy target creature or enchantment an opponent controls. You lose life equal to that per... Okay. Sure. They can kill my enchantments. Good to know. So yeah, because I know as a good, intelligent academic / scientist, Cave Dan, I know you're not a scientist, but you're a PhD, so you're probably pretty smart. You understand that, like, if you want to do a recipe, sometimes proportionally shrinking the ingredients doesn't work out, even though the math does. What is it called? Oven math? If you want to, If you want to cook something that's supposed to be cooked at 400 Fahrenheit for 2 hours, you can't cook it at 200 Fahrenheit for 4 hours. That doesn't work. Oh shoot. Please play a spell. Okay. I was talking and I missed the opportunity to play Wrenn and Six there. But I don't have a land in my graveyard anyway, so the value was marginal. Dan or Symbol, have either of you played the Metalworks Combo Pseudo Eggs deck? I have not. Anyway, none of the amounts of infusion or drink experiment that I've done so far have been so small as to cause the recipe to be non-functional. Yet. But yeah, to answer your question, you can quarter that recipe and it works just fine. And you can even do it without loose leaf tea. Yes, you can cut open a bag of Earl Grey tea. The only thing that you have to know about the difference between a bag of Earl Grey tea versus actual loose leaf tea is loose leaf tea, the tea leaves are larger. So you can just use a tea strainer at the end. You could just pour your liquor through a tea strainer and you'll get it all out. Whereas if you use a tea bag, you're going to have to use like a coffee filter or something else afterwards, because tea bag tea is like the leavings and sweepings of loose leaf tea. So loose leaf tea is a higher quality. Are you a kombucha drinker? I am not. But multiple people have told me I should become one. The couple of times I've tried kombucha, I haven't really liked it, so that's the reason I'm not. But it does seem like it's right up my alley. Mostly I just like making tea for like, just like mixing it with like lemonade. Make some Arnold Palmers. And Cave Dan, if you wanted a non-egg substitute for the egg white, you could just not use it. But as you can see from the leavings of my cup, there's a lot of the foam that comes from the egg white. And you can use aquafaba instead, which is the juice or the liquid that results from like in a can of chickpeas. I can't guarantee the flavor is going to be the same, but it will give you the sort of foaminess. Lavadart. Why am I getting proactively Lavadarted again? This opponent loves to proactively Lavadart me. But yeah, the first... So anyway, to get back to Cave Dan's question. So the first batches I made of the Earl Grey Martini, I made with tea that I got out of tea bags, and it worked just fine. Okay, so we can play Kinnan, then get 4 mana, and then not play Uro. Or I could just play Emery. Just play Emery for now. I don't really want to lose life at all, even if it is to grab my Jingotha. Yeah, no. Kinnan, Emery, pass. Yeah, actually, you know what? You're right. Because, oops. Then I'm just looking to lose as little life as possible. If I play Kinnan, then I can tap Kinnan for Emery. Just need to stay alive. Agreed. And we need to put enough cards in our graveyard to escape Uro next turn. Play Emery, Lurker of the Loch. There she goes. And there she goes again. Dancing through my brain. Apologies to Sixpence None the Richer and Scotland. Okay, see, now that's something that's quote-worthy. Where the hell's Alex? Oh, Jiggy's new version of the Time Walks deck has Teferi, Master of Time. Somewhere Cave Dan is smiling. Somewhere. Well, you can't tell by the way I... Wow, my opponent is just super milking their clock in this matchup. There we go. Looks like they're back. And they're back. Yeah. All right, opponent. If you're gonna kill me, could you just kill me? Because I'm gonna block you with my Emery. I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me. Can't stop, won't stop. Boop. Because I don't want to die. Come on, baby. Yeah. The faint sounds of Dan wrestling with a bottle of gin. Where's this lava dart going? At my face! Oh, they must have a light up the stage. Actually, that's not fair, because they could just be sending it at my face because... And they didn't put their Lurrus in their hand. That's disturbing. Boy, do I not like where this is going. On the flip side, I could just escape Uro twice this turn. We'll see what we draw, but just for the record, we could just escape 2 Uros this turn. So, on mana, we'll see if that is in any way something that we need to be doing, but... In terms of the mana, we have enough mana to escape 2 Uros this turn. Well, that's a good draw. Big fan of that one. Totally on board with this one. Let's get some more life. Do I put Gigantha in my hand, or just I want to sack this food and gain 3 life? I feel like sacking the food to gain 3 life is... They just scoop. Can't deal with the life game. It's a tomorrow project. Mixing up a Faithless Brew. Yeah. If you consider steeping to be brewing, then yes. But Cave Dan has always had the conjecture that that the Faithless Brewing is mostly about coffee. But why? ¿Por qué no los dos, Cave Dan? ¿Por qué no los dos? Could be coffee and beer. And I don't think that you could... I don't think you define distilling as brewing, but tea and coffee and brewing all have a rich history. Oh, yeah, I mean... I think beer is the oldest thing that mankind has made drink-wise that isn't, like just drinking water. Like it's like 7,000 years old. Like as long as we've had cities, we've had beer basically. Clay jars and stuff. Because I think coffee is a New World thing. Cave Dan probably knows better than I do. Am I keeping this and just trying to pray and draw a second land? Nah. We can do better. Am I keeping this and just trying to draw a second land? Yes. This is a different hand than the first one. With this hand, we're going to pitch Lotus Cobra. I have had some exceptional games with Lotus Cobra, but I don't think this is going to be one of them. Surely our ancestors were brewing coffee while mulling over chess openings hundreds of years ago. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think it was in the 1700s or something like that. In Europe, like... cafes that were serving coffee were like super trendy. All the, religious philosophy folk were, and the other philosophy folk were flocking to them to talk about this, that, and the other, and conjecture the entire future of the human race. And there are multiple, famous artists and scientists who were drinking something like 17 cups of coffee a day or something ludicrous. All right, so not having Gilded Goose is a little sucky. But we're going to draw a second land, and it's going to be a blue land. Yep, that's going to be what we're going to do. Hey, look, we have 4 mana on turn 2. We can't play Omnath, but we have 4 mana on turn 2. Sorry, I mean 6, depending on how you want to count it. So, Karn would be a good draw. Fae of Wishes, not as much. Jiggy, why are we on 3 Fae of Wishes and 3 Karn? I feel like we should be playing 4 Karn. They have a Death Shadow. Alright, well. Well, that's a good draw. Not a great draw. So we're going to play Kinnan here and then just go get Gigantha because that's as good as this gets. Whoop. I've listened to Faithless Brewing for like a year now, and I just realized Cave Dan is a play on Caveman. Well, it's never too late. Never too late, my friend. Lightning Bolt? Lava Dart. They Lava Darted themselves. That's the next level play. I like this opponent. Okay, so if they don't kill my Kinnan, I can play Omnath. Unfortunately, I can't play my land after the fact, so... Oh, they're a Death Shadows deck, and they're playing the card that makes them lose life. Well, aren't you a clever folk? Alright, well, probably really dead here. Probably mostly really dead here. Caved Anne. Caved Anne. Anne of the Caved. I guess it does not matter. It's an abbreviation of Caveman Dan from a time when StarCraft only allowed 8 characters. Yeah, because I remember my screen name on StarCraft was definitely limited by their character limit. I definitely remember that. Was Dan a Terran, Zerg, or Protoss player? From what I know about Dan, I feel like he's like all about the Protoss. It just, I don't know, something screams Protoss about the way Dan approaches Magic. And life in general. TBR? Yep. Always dead to Team or Battle Rage. Alright, well, hopefully our next opponent won't take 12 minutes on clock longer than we do. I was pretty terrible at all of it, to be honest. Hey, listen, we all were. But I love the idea. Were you still friends with Dave back then? Because I love the idea of Shallow Grave Dave and Caveman Dan. And then Damon changes one card in Blue Moon and calls it Brew Moon Alexander. I have no digs on Damon because I am the Damon of our current podcast in terms of brewing sometimes. Damon was my next door neighbor growing up. David and I didn't get to know each other till much later. Oh, okay, that's fair. Yeah, I have friends from like my high school era who I'm still friends with, but then I have friends that I've met through Magic like in the last 3 or 4 years, and I feel like I'm just equally close with all of them, which is a good feeling. All right, so we kept this one. It's not exciting. This deck has been really disappointing in terms of opening draws so far. The previous 2 leagues I played with it were a lot more exciting than this one. Soulscar Mage opener on the opponent's side is not too bad. Let's go basic forest, try to mitigate some life loss as much as possible, and get this Goose into play. Pass the turn. Monastery Spear, sure. Thoughtseize. There it is. Okay. Okay. Well, can't do anything this turn. So just play Temple Garden, pass the turn. Whoa, that is some deep Faithless Brewing trivia. Goodness gracious, we are just not gonna get to play any Magic. Yeah. Okay. I don't even have a red source now. Yikes. I feel like this is the experience that most people have playing Jiggy decks. So I'm finally getting one of these. It's like our opponent is actually playing Modern with, you know, Disruption and Burn and yeah, that kind of card. Okay, so play Omnath and then play a Mox Amber. Hooray. The Scourge of the Skyclaves isn't going to get any better. It's not my fault all you draw is lands and curve toppers. Yeah. Well, last game we had like a kind of reasonable hand, and then we just got slammed by their turn 1 discard, and that was all she wrote. Okay. So gotta use my Omnath to chump block their Scourge of the Skyclaves, which is obviously not good. But then the next turn, in theory, we could play Kinnan. No, of course they have. They couldn't have Lightning Bolt. They had to have a Dismember. They couldn't have Fatal Push. They had to have a Dismember. All right, so let's go to game 2. Yeah, I don't know. I like the 2 leagues I've played so far with the Fae of Wishes in this deck. It just has seemed slightly worse than the version that I played with the 4 Karns. But obviously this is match 2 against one of the most perfectly tuned, brutally fast, just take you to shreds decks in Modern, which consequently also has no cards that are vulnerable to Wrenn and Six because, you know, well designed. So we'll take these results with a grain of salt. This is not a normal league. You're not supposed to play against nothing but the best of Modern in every league. You're supposed to play against other people like us playing terrible homebrews. Good old F&M. The good old F&M meta. Okay, well, it's probably one of the better hands. We don't have a Ketria Triome in this deck, so we're going to have to get Breeding Pool. But other than that, this is not the worst. And then hopefully we could just mill over an Uro somewhere along the way. I would not like to see a Thoughtseize here. Good. Now, Bauble's fine. Just don't Thoughtseize me. Nope, not that one. That one. Give me that one. Gimme! Oh, that's one thing. Let's turn off these animations. Back to the slideshow. Clonk, clonk. Joot, 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 joot. Yikes. Well, there goes the Omnath. But on the plus side, we still have multiple copies of Emery Lurker of the Lock, so hopefully we can mill over an Uro that doesn't get Cling to Dusted. Bolt. Ugh. All right, well, there goes Wrenn and Six. No more card advantage for me. All right, we do get to play a 1-mana Emery, so that ain't not bad. Boy. Okay, no Uro. Do I want to play a second Emery here? I kind of really do, but it's so wasteful, but we're going to do it. Too bad Omnath doesn't have escape. Maybe 5-color Omnath will. Man can dream that. No Uro, huh? Well, let's Bauble ourselves. Kinnan on top. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Okay. Alright, heal until next end step. Please don't kill my Emery! With your deck that's literally a pile of removal and discard. Don't do... Okay, well. I did ask, but I suppose that was too much. Alright, well. What do you got? Death Shadow, sure. Did we mill our Raugrin Triome? Oh goodness, at least we didn't mill our Raugrin Triome. Somehow didn't mill an Uro, but at least we didn't mill our Triome. Okay, so green, blue. Blue, blue. Alright, still no Uro. 2 Omnaths. And a lot of lands. Oh my god. Cleansing Wildfire. This is the first time tonight this card has been fully acceptable. You go nuts. I really don't mind too much at all. Bikini at all? Who knows? Nuclear tests? What? Anyway. Okay. Swift Spear, sure. Oh no. No. Oh, that's fine. That's not fine. That Death Shadow is a 9/9. That's exactly 14. Goodness gracious. All right, well. It's a good thing we're playing Wrath of God. Wait, nope. Sure. Technically, we can chump block the Shadow. Oh, I should have attacked them for 2 in theory. Then they wouldn't be able to attack me with everything. Plays a Verdant Catacombs, sure. Attacks with just the Shadow. Well, at least we put the fear of whatever in them. I really should have grabbed my Jigantha. So definitely, we are playing 4 Uro. I just registered this deck list. We're playing 4 Uro, right? Yeah, we're playing 4 Uro. We are 100% playing 4 Uro. Oh, smart. No, I mean, I would have really questioned this deck if we weren't playing 4 Uro. The fact that we're not playing 4 Emery is bad enough. I mean, I've blown through 3 of them this game, so like, but I don't have enough mana for that to be relevant. Well, kind of. Okay, so I have to get Ensnaring Bridge with this, and then I need them to draw a bunch of blanks. So maybe there's a chance. They're gonna top deck TBR, right? Right, opponent? I know you. Maybe they didn't board any artifact removal. Okay, do they have any permanents? Oh, they have Mishra's Bauble. Well, they can't activate it until they attack down my Karn. So, you know, post-combat. I don't know if they saw any artifacts that they really cared about in game 1, so it's possible they don't have a way through this bridge. It's also possible that we lose, though, by just drawing too many expensive cards we can't play. Like, that's actually... They didn't kill my... What? Okay. I am... What? Whatever. Okay, so get Darksteel Citadel. Yeah, that'll help. That actually will help right now. Get Citadel. Go this thing. Play this thing. Play this thing. All right. I mean, they got 0 cards in hand, so good luck, opponent. Yeah, yeah. We're okay here, kind of. Yeah, engineering explosives was an okay idea. I didn't even want their 1 power creatures to be able to attack here. Torpor Orb. Sure. That's something. Okay. Kill that. We can kill the Torpor Orb with Karn plus Voking Ballista, so that's not a concern. Bauble, sure. Yeah, that's something for me to plus on. Alright. Hallowed Fountain, sure. So now we can play an Omnath if we draw it, which is really important. Let's kill that. Play a new Mox Amber. Other Mox Amber dies. I could grab my Jigantha at any point from my sideboard, but it's probably not a good idea. Also, in the Walking Ballista camp, we can just kill them with a Ballista pretty quickly, so that's probably the plan with that card. I'm 1 mana off of casting an X for 3 Ballista, so I don't know if that's... Do I want to wait for that? I think I do. They have 2 1-power creatures. I'm at 7. They have 2 cards in hand. I was supposed to upkeep Bauble them. It's probably okay. Man, they have drawn a lot of blanks. That has been nice. Good job, deck. No, they haven't been drawing blanks. They've been playing the same Bauble out of their graveyard every turn because they're smart. Activating Bauble on them there is slightly risky, but we got paid off, so it's okay. Perfect. We are going to need to take 1 damage here, but I'm not too worried about it, and then we win next turn. Voking Ballista, X3. Go. Hello, my name is Christopher, Walking Ballista. Boom! Boom, baby. That's how we get it done. Except now the game's gonna be harder because they're actually gonna have shit like a braid. But maybe it'll be good enough. Saffron Olive is one of the many people on this planet that fascinate me with the concept that people's default speaking voice can be so varied. Because, like, I have a high baseline speaking voice compared to what I think it could have been. And it's just so interesting to sometimes meet people where you're like, goodness gracious, like, that is a place your voice could end up. That is wild. Then you get the Richard Nixons and the Winston Churchills of the world. Scourge, okay. Do I want to get Raugrin Triome here? Yeah, because I can get Raugrin Triome and then get a Forest. I want to say they can't turn to me, but I'm like 99% sure they can. But I also don't think it matters too much what I do this turn. Also, Springleaf Drum was a great draw there. Oh, I could play Kinnan, Amber, Drum, Uro, and almost kill their Scourge. I think this list needs 1 Niv Reborn for spice reasons. Are we so sure Saffron Olive isn't doing the Gilbert Gottfried thing? Yeah, or more specifically the Bobcat Goldthwait thing? It's possible. Okay, so get a forest, go blue-green, Kinnan, Mox Amber, that taps for blue, play a drum, drum taps for green, play an Uro. And then their Scourge goes to a 1/1, which ain't not bad. Is Gilbert Gottfried one of the people who's like putting on a voice? I don't know if I've heard non-scratchy Gilbert Gottfried. I've heard plenty of non-scratchy Bobcat Goldthwait, but I don't know if I've heard non-scratchy Gilbert Gottfried. I believe that it exists, I just haven't heard it. Cleansing Wildfire, sure. You're just feeding my Uro, opponent. You're feeding my Uro. He comes for you. He comes for us all. Man, are they ever feeding that Uro. Look at him go. Although that's a 4/5 Soulscar Mage. Goodness gracious. That's a big mamma jamma. He has to be, right? I don't know. I've never heard anything that's made me thought so that much. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could activate Kinnan, or we could Fae of Wishes for Bridge and play it. So I think we're gonna play Lotus Cobra, land 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna wish for Bridge and play it. I think that's what we're gonna do here. Trinisphere? Oh yeah. Really? Scourge of Skyclaves is already a 6/6 though. Like, they get one spell per turn. Yeah, but if the one spell is a braid, it's not going to matter either way. Maybe you're right. I think probably you're right. I just... The question is, what is most crippling if they don't have a braid right now? And I think the answer is Ensnaring Bridge, because I'm going to have 0 cards in hand, so... As much as I want to agree with you, oh great Jiggy Wiggy creator of wonderful piles, I think in this case it is likely correct to just grab the bridge. So we going and get Ensnaring Bridge, and we play. And they are don't attack. Bloop. Wop wop wop. Got him, maybe. And on the plus side, we're playing a really good Kinnan activation deck, so if they don't immediately remove this bridge, we can just start activating Kinnan for value every turn. Yep. Oh. Well, that's fun. Let's actually sacrifice Mox Amber because Springleaf Drum taps for any color. Whoops. So Trinisphere would have been equally good here. No, it wouldn't. It would have been considerably worse. So yay to me. What's up, Womagdzuk? Howard Stern playing a voicemail from him. That's the only time I've heard Gilbert's real voice. Also, just found your podcast. I'm enjoying it. Nice. I am so glad to hear that. Wow, we got a whole bunch of people turning up in here. And we just won a match with Jiggy's incredible pile. Any newcomers, check out this incredible deck that we're playing from my friendly podcast host, the one and only Arun Singh, the Jiggy Wiggy. Cave Dan of Faithless Brewing is floating around, and even though he's potentially not here exactly at the moment, he's a wonderful, graceful presence watching us from above as we are doing the brewer's work. I like the opponent's strategy of trying to get you to misclick. I am here and now off to bed. Thanks, Cave Dan. You have a wonderful sleep, and as always, I cannot wait to hear your next episode. Can't wait for my 3rd appearance. It's not this week. I'm not making that reference. I feel like I'll eventually get on there a third time. Have your people call my people. And by my people, I mean me. I don't have people. Can we keep this hand in the dark on the play? No. Jiggy would say we could do better, and so would Roy, wherever he is. This is actually considerably better because it has a Wrenn and Six. We're going to follow the old Jiggy standby. Mulligan to Wrenn and Six, and then you'll be fine. More black decks. Where were the black decks when we were playing Enduring Ideal? Good lord. Yep, and now we're just gonna get taken apart. Okay, well, now I don't want to fetch because I actually need to draw more lands. Oh great, that was the land I wanted to fetch more than anything else. Well, I'll take it. So I'm assuming we're against Rock or Jund. So basically in game one, the story of this matchup is we have to find an Uro, and if we can cast it 2 or 3 times, we win. And if we can't, we lose. Overall, should be a good matchup. I agree with you. In theory. In theory, communism works. In theory. Oh no, yeah, that's, you know.
That's so ratchet.
Couldn't agree more with you, faceless woman. Couldn't agree more with you. Okay. That's, jeez, alright. Well. On the plus side, with such a nice attendance, we might just rock into a, what do I want to say? Might just rock into a prison league after this one, because playing Turbo Prison with a good audience is always fun. So we are going to be able to get Karn probably for Tormod's Crypt first. Tarmogoyf. Yep, definitely for Tormod's Crypt first. Oh, well, hold on. We found that card I was talking about earlier. I think I'm still going to get a Tormod's Crypt, because then their Goyf is going to be real small after I Tormod's Crypt them, and then do a words. Good lord. Escape a Uro eventually. Doop 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 beep boo beep 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 doop. Holy freaking Tormod's Crypt. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. Alright. What do you got, nerd? Bring it on, nerdlinger. Still a 4/5. It is 5/6 actually. I don't know why they changed the color of this text. It used to be like a much more visible color, and they made it like a dark blue, purpley color after Crypt. Yeah, it'll be a 4/5, but at least it won't be a 6/7, which it was a second ago. Once it kills my Karn, it's going to be a 5/6, but then if we are able to escape our Uro, we'll be able to make it really small. Well, or it'll be a 5/6 right now. But if they don't attack my Karn down, then, you know, they put my Uro in my graveyard. Why you gotta be such a jerk, opponent? Jeez. Playing Jund correctly. There goes Karn. Womp womp. Well, might as well jump. Just go ahead and jump, you know? R.I.P. Eddie Van Halen. Definitely a big, big hero of mine. It's been a tough year. We lost a lot of good people so far, and that was just another one. Alright, they have the peatland to cycle. Well, hopefully they're not playing main deck Cling to Dust. It's a good draw. It might be a good draw. Let's see what happens with this Bloodbraid Elf. Let's see how many times it kills me. Because if there's a Kolaghan's Command, need to deal with Wrenn ult. Oh my god, I didn't even realize. Yeah. Kolaghan's Command? Scavenging Goose. At least the Scavenging Goose is too late. Need to deal with Wrenn ult. We can deal with Wrenn ult. I mean, we can just exile our Tormod's Crypt and then get it back with... Ooh, I can play Wrenn and Six and then play Uro. So that ain't not bad. Because we go red, green, we get back anything that fetches for green, we go blue, blue, green, and green. Cool. And then next turn we will play the Omnath. So that ain't not bad. Misty. I'm gonna take an extra point for this, but that's okay. I could get blue or green here. I guess I might as well get blue. Let's get that island. So green, green. Oh no, it's a good thing that I got that because the Mox doesn't tap for that. All right, hold on. So we want to get rid of the artifact, the planeswalkers, and then the creature. There we go. So all we have left is land, land. They have land, sorcery. So yeah, it's a 2/3. So Uro is a hulking monstrosity on this board, which is probably going to eat an Abrupt Decay or a Fatal Push the way this match has been going. But you do what you can. All right, opponent. Show me what you got. I want to see what you got. That's pretty good. Let's not die. Oh, flip. There's a Scavenging Ooze. So that Uro is not long for this world, and we don't have enough cards for the next one. Maybe they will fail to... Oof. Oh, right. They have Assassin's Trophy with their Wrenn and Six emblem. Well, they're going all face? Goodness gracious. And then they eat my Uro. Okay, well, we're at 5. And they have an Assassin's Trophy ready to go. Well, will you let me pick up this land? If you do, I will really make you regret it. Oh my god, they did. All right, well... No, because they can trophy my Omnath? Is there any way to do this that is relevant? There isn't, is there? Red, white, blue, yeah. Play Omnath. Wait, they don't necessarily have a land in hand? So this can get my Tormod's Crypt back. Misty. Crack the Misty. So 1, 2, 3. So we're about to get 4 mana. So if I get an Ensnaring Bridge, it's not going to help me at all. But if I get a Tormod's Crypt, it equally won't help me at all. EE on 2. Yeah, that's not bad. That actually might even almost be good. Okay, I like this person. This person's thinking with portals. So yeah, let's go get Steam Vents, sure. EE on 2 is going to cost me a total of 2 mana. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 mana, 4 mana, and then I need 3 to just play an Uro, and that's fine. Perfect. Okay, so get all that mana. We will need Crypt to turn off Trophy. Not yet, we don't. That's a later problem. That's not a now problem. I think getting rid of the Scavenging Ooze is probably the first step. So... Wait, how did I screw this up? Where did I think I had more mana? Okay, well, never mind. I screwed it up. For some reason, my brain skipped a step. Yeah, the E on 2 killed my Wrenn and Six, but that wasn't relevant. No, I needed to shock there. I skipped one of the steps, and for some reason, my brain was like, oh, yeah. We have an extra 4 mana. I think for some reason, I skipped the step where I had to pay for granted. So, we lose. But that was a pretty ideal draw from them in the game 1 anyway, so... And a very slow draw for us. So, hopefully we can do better on 2 and 3. Yeah, I goofed there trying to save 2 life, and, yeah. I'm really not convinced about the efficacy of the Fae of Wishes. I think maybe 1 or 2, but I think we should be playing 4 Karns first. I think the Karn is way better than the Fae of Wishes, if only for the potential that Karn can just draw you 2 cards. Like, Karn is better, I would say, like 90% of the time, and the fact that Fae of Wishes can get you things like Follow the Thran, Force of Negation, and Ashiok is neat. I've gotten Follow the Thran, I think, twice, but just love a way to find more Omnath. I mean, you could play Eladamri's Call in this deck, right? I want to see this deck with Urian. I want to play 80 card this deck. Then we could play more of everything. That's good. Call sounds spicy. Can I keep this hand against Jund? Man, I just need a fetch land here and we'd be fine, but this is too sketchy. God, that's awful, but it's a keep. Bottom Mox Amber. Nice thing about this hand is if they have turn 1 discard, they hit nothing. So we just have to pray that we get to resolve Uros, because they're going to have more hate for Uro in this game than they did in the previous one. Grafdigger's Cage. Case in point. Luckily, we have things like... Got him! Luckily, we have things like Karn that can blow up a Grafdigger's Cage, but it is a long road to that game state. Got him! This is by far one of my favorite things in Magic, is just having your opponent totally brick their targeted discard spell. Alright, Wrenn and Six. Scoos? Abrupt Decay, your Gilded What a tool. And I missed my end of turn fetch because I'm bad. Alright, I guess I could get Gigantha, but that's going to cost me a bunch of life that I don't want to spend, unfortunately. So, because I screwed up, I am going to continue to screw up and play a tapped Hallowed Fountain. And we're going to get, sure. And we're going to get the Triome at end of turn. They missed a land drop. Well, that's a good sign. Triome. That's also a good draw. Unfortunately, it's going to die. But it's probably the best thing I can do with this turn rather than playing a Karn that's just going to die. It's like a reasonable little time walk. Gain some life, pick up a land. Fetch a breeding pool. And then now we could draw an Omnath. That would be A++. Sure. Good lord. Okay. If we had call, we could call for an Omnath. Yep. Yes, we could. Okay. It's Tormod's Crypt or Engineered Explosives here off the card. Problem I have with getting EE is I can't play it this turn, so if they have a targeted discard spell, I just get super boned, but I also just don't think there's really any other options, so... And I think EE has a higher potential upside here than just getting Ensnaring Bridge. Yeah, we're just going to EE for 2 and pray. So we wish for the EE, and we just pray that we're allowed the chance to cast it. Opponent plays a land, kills my Karn, so we just need them not to have a targeted discard spell. Liliana's fine. Liliana won't stop us from what we're doing here. So they need to have very specifically Inquisition or Thoughtseize. They've already fired one off, so... Do you has it? They're paying costs and they're taking a while to do it. Feels like it's like a dredge spell or something. Not a dredge, delve, but I don't... Surgical? Ends the turn. Okay. I'm confused and aroused. Okay, this thing, this thing, this thing. Okay, pass the turn. Just wondering if they had like Kolaghan's Command or something. Like that's the only thing I could think of where they paused like that and they were like, oh, I'll make them discard. Wait, there's no way they'll discard the Engineered Explosives. So I can't figure out what their card could be that they wanted to play there. Karn was a 4-mana 1-for-1 that gained me 6 life. I think that's pretty bad. Should have played Forest over Fetch last turn due to Omnath. Agreed. Oh, we're going to keep this Fetch in play. Okay. Kolaghan's Command. Yeah. So it was Kolaghan's Command. They're going to get my Forest. That's fine. Oh yeah, Jiggy? Well, if I had played the Forest this turn, then I would have lost the fetch land totally, and I wouldn't be able to fetch after I play Omnath. So maybe you're the one. No, I don't know. Well, that's unfortunate timing. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is not quite enough to get Jigantha. They only have 1 green mana per turn, which is mostly irrelevant. I'm going to fetch now just to thin by a card, which I guess is largely irrelevant, but we're going to do it anyway. Let's just see what we draw with this, because I can't escape it right now anyway. Okay. Okay. Sure. Let's put Jigantha into my hand. So either put Jigantha into my hand this turn cycle or crack 2 foods. If get better at drawing Omnath, yeah, that would be great. Omnath would be... I was just about to mention that like putting Jigantha in my hand is not bad here because they have to have specifically Thoughtseize in order to be able to get rid of him, which they did. Well, I guess they could have had another Kolaghan's Command. Does not pump the Scoos. So they must have Trophy or Abrupt Decay up. Okay. No. We didn't come here not to cast Lotus Cobras. bloop. Bloodbraid. Sure. Collusion's command. Make food EOT. We're gonna make food in response to the Liliana activation. Actually, I'm pretty sure I'm sacking the Lotus Cobra. I'm definitely sacking the Lotus Cobra. I should have used it for 1 mana to crack this food first, but it was definitely the right creature to sacrifice. Okay. Could we draw our quote-unquote Blood Raid elf? That would be great. Actually? Maybe we're gonna do it? Oh no. No, that's not what I want. Omnath? Omnath! I have never seen that interaction before. I have played dozens of leagues with Kinnan decks, and I have never seen that interaction before. Okay, well, Jund playing Grafdigger's Cage, because I guess they're not playing Kroxa, because they need to be able to beat Uro. So, dirty Jund player, but a well-built Jund deck. So, good for them. So what is normally a very straightforward and pretty easy matchup for us, just really rough game 1, and then them having the Grafdigger's Cage in turn 2, or in game 2, and we had just I don't know. Something is wrong with this version of this deck, Jiggy. I don't. The 4 Karn version was like poppin', but I've played this one twice now, and it's just not been good enough. But maybe it's just the classic thing of you are way more lucky with these decks than I am. High roller. Oh, dude, I know how to be a high roller too. You know the deck we're gonna play after this one. I know how to high roll, brother. Okay. And case in point, the deck I'm going to play after this one would have a fantastic matchup spread against the decks we've been playing against. So... oh, here she comes. She's a Lotus Cobra. It's not what that song's about. All right. Are they E-Tron or Green-Tron? And do they have main deck Dismember? These are the questions, folks. Oh. They do. They always freaking have it. I was going to have 6 mana next turn. Nope. No, we're just gonna lose to Tron, like we do. Second Dismember, my god! The number of times this has happened to me recently is really upsetting. I always run into the Tron players with 4 copies of Dismember and 2 in their opener. Well, at least they didn't also assemble turn 3 Tron. Oh, it's E-Tron! Okay, this is not so bad. The classic moment of, oh, it's E-Tron. Oh, this is fine. This is okay. I love that moment. Oh, it's E-Tron. Oh, you're fine, bud. Don't even worry about it. There's a word in German for that. The relief of finding out someone is nowhere near as good at what they're doing as you thought they were. Karn, the great creator. Well, that's not great. Okay, well, now they have an extra mana. Well, what can they do with Karn plus 1 mana? I'm not sure. Chooses Eldrazi, sure. You're not going to Thought-Knot Seer me, are you? I guess that would make sense, because I have an Omnath in play. Omnath or Karn? Oh, this is Karn, right? Sorry, Thought-Knot Seer Karn. They didn't cast it with the Cavern mana? What a tool. What if I countered it? I'm aware I have no way to do that. Well, I hope I draw something good, because otherwise Karn's going to come down and ruin my day. Well, I guess I have my Karn to try to ruin their day. Can Fae of Wishes for Darksteel Citadel. That doesn't get me anywhere, because it's only 1 land drop. Play Karn and play Darksteel Citadel, and then play Mox Amber, and then still again nothing. Karn gets Citadel doesn't get me anywhere. It gets me 1 land drop, which gets me life gain, but nothing else. It's not good enough. Oh, we can Pithing Needle their Karn. No, we're going to Pithing Needle their Karn is what we're going to do. No? Yes, we can. That Needle our Karn too. Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's not... Wait, Sorcerer's Spyglass? No, Sorcerer's Spyglass just lets you look at their hand. Alright. I guess we could get Liquimetal Coating next turn. I've done that before. I've done that before. I did that before to beat Aspiring Spike in a mono-green matchup. I needled both of our Karns. Alright. Okay. How are we going to do this? Play Karn. Maybe we are getting Darksteel Citadel. It's just that they're going to turn this off next turn, dude. By playing their Karn. But... if we hit a fetch, we're good. Yeah. If... we're turning off their Mind Stones. They have no mana with their Karn next turn, but like, that doesn't really help us much. It's like there's like nothing worth getting here in this specific circumstance. Nothing that's a good answer. Like, we can't plus for any particular value either. I mean, I guess I could get Pithing Needle to hit something else in their deck. I don't know what, but Pithing Needle something. I don't know, maybe just plus our Karn? Probably just plus our Karn. Okay. Well, we're definitely playing it. If I had another blue card in hand, then Fae of Wishes for Force of Negation would be a reasonable play, but... we'll keep the Mox Amber in hand, because it is possible that they do not play Karn for whatever reason. Like, they could play Reality Smasher. I think we're in trouble here, though. Oh, play Karn, sure. Kill my Mox Amber. Animates their Mind Stone. Well, you can't attack with it. I mean, you could, but I'll just block with Omnath. Attacks Karn with Thought-Knot's here. I think I can block with Gilded Goose here. And then we just need to rip the damn we just need to rip a fetch land. That's what it's all about. Like, this moment here is just like rip a fetch land or lose. That'll do. Beep 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 beep. Can grab a6. That's right. I think we're getting the boat. Pretty sure we're getting the boat. Because with the boat, we smash their Mind Stone and then crack their Karn for 6. Or for 4? Then I can kill my Karn on the crackback. I don't really want that. Oh, wait. But if I... No, I can't kill their Karn. I mean, we'll kill their Mind Stone. A land does 4 damage. Well, I can't play a land right now. Because I've already used my 1 land play for the turn. I don't just get to have another one, unfortunately. Yeah. No. It's all good. Alright, so we're gonna wish. I think we're getting Sky Sovereign. Yeah. I'm gonna shoot their Mind Stone. Man, I could shoot their Karn. Hold on, we need to do the thing. There we go. Yeah, we shoot their Mind Stone. It's a shame I can't do anything with their Karn. Do I want to trade my Omnath here, and then my Sky Sovereign can kill their Karn? But if they go get a bridge, then I get locked out of attacking. Then I could Fae of Wishes for... Ooh, I can't get EE once Karn does his thing. I think I have to just leave the board as is. So if they have a smasher, I get messed up, but they missed their land last turn, so good luck me. I mean, depending on how all this goes, it could go really... Ooh. Okay, at least it's a mine, not a tower. A mine. They called it a mine. Alright, what do you got, nerd? No! No! Oh, this is so bad. Yep. Alright, so Karn's gonna eat it. Maybe we can draw another Karn. That would be great. Oh, they're attacking Wrenn and Six. Oh, please don't split. Please don't. Oh. God, this opponent's infuriating. Wait, but... So I block here, Karn takes 1, then I animate my Sky Sovereign, I can kill their Karn. Because they can't play a Ensnaring Bridge. So... Not the end of the world. Animate how? With Karn. So one thing you can do, Mad Cow Chicken 3, is you can use Karn to boot up Sky Sovereign. It's one of the super sweet plays you get to make. Unfortunately, without Omnath, we're kind of in a little bit of trouble, but we'll see how much. Definitely not a great spot to be in, but it's better than we were a second ago. Is it? No, it's way worse. That Reality Smasher was awful. I mean, lots of things could have been great for my opponent there, but that Reality Smasher was really, really, really bad for us. Not going so good. They're just plussing on nothing? They're not even going to kill my Mox Amber? The disrespect. That's going to be really good in a second. All right, hold on, hold on. It's all coming together. Hello. Coming through. All right. And now I unlock my Mox Ambers. So we go Kinnan. Tap for 2, tap for 2. So I can Fae of Wishes for something that costs 2. Shit. Can't get the bridge. I mean, I can get the bridge, but I can't play the bridge. I think I have to get bridge anyway. They're down a Thought-Knot Seer, and they have 2 cards in hand, so there's a good chance they can't stop me. I suppose the other option is like just put like Gigantha in my hand, but well, we'll see. Oh no 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 no! Ah, it moves. It moves. That's such bulldonk. Goodness gracious. All right. Well, now we might be in trouble. I mean, we can activate Kinnan next turn, so it's not the end of the world. Out of all the lands that I want to turn off, I don't know, that one. That was really bad. God damn it, Moto. Temple. Well, they can't play a Ugin if they have it. So that's something. Yeah, Karn gon' die. Oh no, they will now be able to play their Ugin. Well, shit. Well, there's nothing I can do to stop it, so... Here's hoping they don't have one? No. No, no. Why is it always worse? Why is it always worse than what I'm anticipating that would have been awful? Oh, mercy. Good Lord. It really feels like every opponent draws the absolute perfect against me. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, there goes my Raugrin Triome. I guess we're dead. Man, we tried so hard. I got so far. Actually, we didn't. It's freaking turn 7. Goodness gracious. There's some very intense turns. Yeah, do the thing. Didn't see in a row. Yeah, again, you know? We're going to draw it now, obviously. I can't make this shit up. I cannot. Can't make that shit up. Alright. Well, let's begin the long and arduous sideboarding process. Okay, we're done. I'll be back. I'm going to grab some more water. right. We've been losing to Grafdigger's Cages. We've been losing to crazy Reality Smasher Karn draws. And stupid misclicks. All right, we got turn 2 Emery that's gonna die to a dismember. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Nice little tropical island. Okay. Forsaken Monument is in their deck. Interesting. Certainly puts their mana in like ultimate maximum turbo overdrive. Okay, well, turn 3 Karn's not going to be bad here. Play Emery. Play Scalding Tarn. So this is going to be my Raugrin Triome. I suppose if I get an untapped land now, I can grab my Gigantha, which I guess that's worth doing. So let's get a white so we can pretend like we have interaction. Whoop. In this deck, generally speaking, you want to try to use your mana as efficiently as possible, as early as possible, so... Okay, they didn't have the Nuts Dismembers, so that's a good feeling. They are going to be able to Thought Knot next turn, so we don't want to... we don't want a Karn for Liquimetal Coating. We could play Gigantha instead of Karn this turn, which might be better. No, we can't. We can't do that. No, we can't do that. Oh, no, we can. We can. We can Karn and have 1 mana, or we can play Gigantha. Or we can Karn and Bauble. Karn and Bauble is what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Let it resolve. Don't crack the map. Nope, my opponent doesn't make misplays like I do. Good for them. So they have up to 4 mana next turn, which means yeah, we're not gonna get Liquimetal Coating here. Could get Damping Sphere because I don't really care about it, but they might. I do, if they have a Thought Knot Seer, I want them to Thought Knot Seer the Damping Sphere rather than the Gigantha. So let's try that. Bauble. Get the Bauble. Play the Bauble. And pass the turn. I would have plussed. Yeah, that's obviously an option. The problem I have with plussing is, like, then we don't play around them having, like, we play around them having Thought Knot Seer by giving them nothing. Like, I don't, like, by letting them take the good card and then we're just, I don't know, we're just going to be slower. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I would also cast Mox, not Bauble. Why? What does that accomplish? Killing our own Mox? Because now I get to cast Ensnaring Bridge and Damping Sphere. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. So we want to play Damping Sphere last. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Did not see we had our own already. Oh, yeah, I got you. That's how we played Karn early. Alright, so let's get the bridge. Yes. So, get the bridge. Okay, we gotta play the bridge. I guess we'll get our other forest. Just because it's less damage. Play Bauble. Play Damping Sphere. And we have 3 cards in hand, and they have a Thought-Knot Seer. I'm pretty comfortable to crack this Bauble on their turn. I know it's possible we get screwed by it, and only me. I am the only person in the world whose luck would be bad enough where we do, but we're going to do it anyway. So, we know they have a Reality Smasher in hand. What we're really worried about is them playing Karn, animating our bridge, and playing Dismember on it, which obviously they can't do this turn. They might be able to do the next turn. Okay, good. Did not get screwed for once. So, think first thing we do is play Uro. Everything taps for blue and green right now, so I need to end up with green. So yeah, this is fine. Play Uro. We're gonna tap the Uro on the drum. Uro's gonna drum for himself. Okay. Tap for green. Okay. We still have a land play. We'll go fetch. Shock Breeding Pool. Go blue, green. Play the Uro. Oh, there's Damping Sphere. Cool, perfect. Thank goodness. Tapping drum with Uro feels so good. Agreed. Play Uro. 1, 2, 3. 5. Wow, we've hit like all our fetches. Goodness gracious. Okay, play Uros. Do. No problem. And there we go. Can't play anything else due to Damping Sphere, but that's okay. Alright, just gotta try to play a little quicker from here. So now, even if they do find a way to kill my bridge, I'm pretty happy. Yeah, sure. Okay, so huh. Well, this doesn't give them any more mana for the moment because we have the Damping Sphere in play. Let's play Bauble. Let's play another Bauble from the graveyard. Plus Karn. And then just pass the turn. I'm going to crack both Baubles so we go up to 6 cards in hand so we can attack with our Uro. Their creatures are way too big to attack now. So they're going to draw a wastes. Good. Wait, what? This does work through Damping Sphere? Huh, weird. Oh, whatever. No biggie. Take my arrow from my hand. Or I guess the Lotus Cobra if you really want to. Wild stuff. Gotta go to bed. Well, I will see you around Jiggy Wiggy. Sure. Good luck in the rest of the league. Yeah, we'll see. It's been a toughie. What is this? Oh, they don't. Yeah, they don't realize the Damping Sphere is messing with them. Well, all right. Let's see if we can draw anything relevant. Okay. They have a Smasher on top. Yeah. Well, Bridge is holding it all back. So, goodness gracious. All right. So. So we can get Engineered Explosives for 4, kill all their Thought-Knot Seers, draw 3 cards. Oh, and that will let my arrow attack. Perfect. Okay. It is going to kill my Karn. I don't think I mind too much right now. So white, red, blue, green. Okay. Pow. There's the Omnath I needed forever ago. Let's go ahead and attack. Let's put in this fetch land because I'm going to play multiple Lotus Cobras this turn. No, I'm not going to be able to thanks to the... They're blocking. Oh, right, because they gotta... Yeah, they're going to get to draw the Smasher, but that's okay because the Smasher is a 7/7. So at the end of this turn, we need to make sure we don't have too many cards in play. How many spells have I played? Just one? Yeah, just one. Okay. Play the Lotus Cobra. Fetch for a green source. I wouldn't be able to play the Gilded Goose because it's going to cost 2 more. But I have 6 cards in hand, so their 7/7 Smasher won't be able to attack me. Remember to draw like me. I'm trying, buddy. I mean, I'm navigating this game in a pretty neat little manner. Like, how often do you have an Ensnaring Bridge and go, okay, I want to have 6 cards in hand, but I don't need to have 7. We need to play very carefully. All right, so here comes the... Oh, no. Fucking Ballista? That's a really big Ballista. Oh, shit, and I let my Karn die. All is dust. Wow. Well, at least I can replay the arrow. That could have been worse, huh? And the Ensnaring Bridge still doing its thing. Okay, we do need to find another Karn ASAP, but Omnath is gonna be happy, joy, fun time in a second here. Okay, so let's go white, red, blue, green, play Omnath. Trigger. Okay, not what I was looking for, but that's alright. Oh shoot, we still need to be careful about that Damping Sphere. Okay. Play the Cobra. Misty triggers, sure. Okay, blue, I don't know. Fetch. Oh shoot. No. Can't win them all, I guess. Okay, I don't know. Green. Cast a Goose for green, white. I'd rather play Wrenn and Six. Hold on. Wrenn and Six for red, green, white, blue. And then playing Bauble probably cost me, what, 3? Yeah, 1, 2. And then Springleaf Drum. Oh, hold on, I do have a land. Tap the Temple Garden. Pick up a land. Pick up the Raugrin Triome, because need to draw Karn. Okay. Not 100% sure how we're going to win this game yet, but it's probably going to involve just like walking ballistas, shoot them dead. That's not good. Oh, it's so bad. Okay, so Damping Sphere not working against Forsaken Monument is such a kick in the teeth. I was told before that it worked against Nissa. If you escaped Uro that turn, you could start attacking. If they have a 7/7 ring, could ping it. Yeah. That's true. Wasn't thinking that far ahead, but yes. I should have been, obviously, but... We don't have any of our Fae of Wishes yet, either. Like, Fae of Wishes for Fall of the Thran would have wrecked them by now, but obviously just hasn't been in the cards. Heh. All right, opponent is in the Karn tank just like we were, which is legit. I mean, it's a complicated Magic the Gathering card to play with. Mystic Forge, that's terrifying. Oh boy. Well, they gotta play a blocker. At least saving the Wrenn ping for Karn makes it die if it down takes again. Well, we're going to be able to attack it here unless they play a blocker, which I think they've really cut themselves off of being able to do. So, yeah, okay. Well, Relic's a pain in the ass, but they can't activate it yet, so... if we draw a Karn this turn, we're in, like, crazy good shape. Sure, I will exile this Emery. Okay, so see if this gets anything. I need a land. There might be a... There's no Stomping Ground. No, there's nothing. Well, shit. All right, so if I play Uro, I get a second land drop. So let's play that. We do get mana off that. So get blue. Blue, green, green, play the Uro. Okay. At least saving the Wrenn ping for Karn makes it die if it down takes again. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sorry, that was what I just read. Raugrin Triome, sure. Shoot. I don't think I'm drawing any more cards right now. So this is not what we needed to do. I guess I could play this second Omnath just to draw a card. Yeah, and we'll still get to attack. Ah, there we go. Took a minute, but we got there. So let's take down their Karn. Oh, I should have attacked them for 2 there, but whatever. They have Mystic Forge available. Hey, how's it going, El Rodeo-san? I gotta navigate this turn here, so I'm going to be distracted. Let's plus Wrenn and Six, pick up a Misty Rainforest just to have a land drop. Play Granted. Go ahead and get Fall of the Thran. Yeah, and then if we get another turn, we basically just have to survive the onslaught that is their Mystic Forge here. So and we're at 23, so I think that we will. Plus we've got an Ensnaring Bridge. But Mystic Forge is super powerful with Forsaken Monument. Like, they have everything they need to go nuts other than the fact that I have a Damping Sphere. This is a pretty crazy, colossal battlecruiser magic smash up, which is neat. I always love to see one of these. Oh, they just exiled the Dismember off top? Interesting. I guess they understand that's not what this game is about. Not Seer. Yeah. Oh. Wait. No, yeah. This doesn't count exile. God, that's so frustrating. Alright, well. Is the next card Ugin? No, it's worse. It's Karn. God. Brutal. Brutal. Well, at least I can't cast anything off of it, but that's a major yikes. Ah, and I screwed up. I should have responded to the Karn on the stack by drawing a card with Bauble so I could attack with the Uro. Okay, well. If they do wish with Karn, we'll be able to attack it down with Omnath, Lotus Cobra, and Wrenn and Six, so. Not the end of the world, but definitely not great. They plus it, and they kill my Mox. So they finally figured out that they can plus that to kill my things. Alright, this league has been a tough one. Just bad breaks everywhere. Not able to do our deck's thing. Thought you were saving the Triome to loop it with Wrenn. I was, but I needed to get... Well, I didn't need to get a second Omnath trigger on the turn where I did, but I wanted to. For whatever reason. I mean, that was the... I think that was the turn where I got to the Granted as quickly as I did, which was pretty good for me. Obviously not good enough, but pretty good. Okay. Do I have any way to put a single card in my hand? No, because they exiled my graveyard. Shit. God, we're just gonna we're just we're in trouble. Like, I can Fae of Wishes for Sky Sovereign again, but it doesn't really help me, does it? No. Could go for Pithing Needle to shut down their Karn. I guess that's alright. But, like, this Mystic Forge is still going to keep going nuts, and I just don't have any way to deal with it, realistically. Also, I don't even know if I can get enough value out of this. So I have to cast so many spells in the turn. Yeah, I can't even do it. You know what? It's late, and I am way too tired for this deck, unfortunately. And I'm just with just some bad beats there, and I'm just not feeling it. And it's always best to quit while you are in a reasonable state of mind. I have had much more fun leagues with this deck than this one was. Obviously, if you watch it through, you've seen we did get hit with some truly fantastically brutal luck. That said, the last time I played the version with Fae of Wishes, it was like okay. This one was just a colossal meltdown of poorness. But again, there's a lot of bad variants there. I do think we need to go higher on Gilded Goose and Springleaf Drum. The mana core felt shaky, and Lotus Cobra just did like all of nothing this league. So I have had leagues where it's been good, but yeah. And Mox Amber and Springleaf Drum and Gilded Goose and Kinnan, like these were a strong mana core when Astrolabe was around, and they occasionally do work in this deck, but I feel like if we cut out all of these things, and obviously the Fae of Wishes keep the Karns. So if we play like Wrenn and Six, Lotus Cobras, Uros, Explorers, Growth Spirals, that nature of things, we might be better off than this. maybe some Utopia sprawls. But I think that's the way the competitive decks are going now. I haven't looked at them in a couple of days. I think the last time I looked at an Uro deck, it did, or an Omnath deck, it did have Utopia sprawls in it. So that would be the direction I'd be excited to try, just because I really hate having like early game setup where you're like, okay, I've got my Gilded Goose, I've got my Springleaf Drum, and then you play Kinnan, and while it's on the stack, like something gets dismembered, and then you get lightning bolted or whatever. And it just feels like the metagame is just way too removal heavy for this. Anywho, that's it for tonight. Thanks for tuning in, everyone who was along the way for the journey. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, check out the other videos, check out the Serum Visions podcast, and I will see you guys next time. So take care of your friends, family, loved ones, and we'll see you real soon.